Faces on as they get off the bus. Got to be geared up for these road games. Hello, basketball fans. You've got it on 2K Sports as we get set to bring you an exciting NBA basketball game. Kevin Harlan here, and I'm joined by Greg Anthony, Clark Kellogg, and David Aldridge, who's reporting from the sidelines. Hey, Dave.
Thank you, Kevin. We know Chris Paul is nicknamed the point god. Some say he's the best ever when it comes to running an offense while limiting turnovers. CP3 says, when I step on the court, I don't think that anyone should be able to take the ball from me. I pride myself on making the right decisions, passing and ball handling. Kevin, he remains a wizard.
He's unbelievable. Hall of Famer in every way. Thank you, David. A look at the opening lineup for the Houston Rockets. The post pairing for him, Smith along with Şengün. Porter Jr. is the point with Green on the wing. And it's Martin in at the three, the small forward. And for the Suns, Paul and Booker, the talented backcourt pair. Andre Ayton out there with Durant, and it's Okogie in at the three.
During the last decade, the 2010s, Houston had loads of success. The fourth most wins in the league during that time. Unfortunately, they never got to the finals.
Porter with it. Outside, Martin. And here is Green. Over Booker, and that one's good. Green for the Rockets during the 2010s, Clark, all winning seasons.
Yeah, and you know, the biggest reason that Houston didn't reach the finals, in my mind, was the West was loaded. The Spurs were always a contender. OKC had a nice run. And, of course, during that time, the Warriors became dynastic.
Pass to Martin. 1:15 left in the first. Green against Booker. It's Porter outside. Cans it from downtown.
Porter Jr. We know he can create his own shot, but he also can knock down the catch-and-shoot jumper.
The pass to Paul. Jacks up a three. Can't get it to fall, and he's missed the second after making his first. Rockets on offense. It's a three-point game. Green passes to Şengün. And it's Houston with another.
Good vision that time from Green and anticipation. Kind of knew where his teammate was going to be.
Pass to Okogie. Ball against Porter. Pass to Okogie. Booker looking around. It's good.
And because of that high basketball IQ he possesses, Booker takes great shots, and he knows the value of the mid-range game.
Here's Green. Here's Şengün. And he finishes nicely on the layup.
Second chance points always hurt. Just not enough effort to block out.
Hey, guys standing around spectating. I mean, you got to get in there and get tough.
Booker, no good.
And typically he has the touch to finish when he's in tight, but not sure on that possession.
Green stopping on the dime and putting up his shot. Boy, that was impressive how suddenly he did that.
And that concludes the first quarter of play. Houston on top. They lead by 7. We've got more in store for you right after this.
Fans, please give a big round of applause for your...
And for those of you just tuning in, the second quarter of action is where we're at right now. And looking at what we've seen from Houston, what do you guys think?
Well, the offense is clicking, and they seem to have seized the momentum here early on.
Yeah, you know, I agree. No warm-up needed. They came in on fire and have already built a nice lead.
Well, just a few years ago, we saw a lot of teams toying with small ball lineups. But I think you'd agree, unquestionably, big men are back.
You know, Kevin, I would agree because simply when you look at it, there are a lot of really high-quality big guys that can do it inside and out. And so going small is a less frequent approach at this point, and it's one that poses a lot of challenges in my mind.
So with Paul on the bench, here's the group that Monty Williams has on the floor. Lee out there with Payne, and there's Bismack Biyombo, and it's Durant, and it's Craig in at the 3-slot. And so it's Houston with it. The Suns getting the bucket. Pass to Garuba. Porter looking it over. Knocks down the 3 ball.
Porter Jr.
Porter's got 6.
Tell you what, if he can find some consistency from deep, Porter Jr. is going to be a nightmare as an offensive player.
Lee finds Durant. Off to a good start as he hits his first shot attempt.
Watch out now. When this guy gets into a rhythm, it is something to behold.
Just over a minute gone here in the second quarter. Here's Christopher. That's no good. Couldn't get his first shot to go. Suns trail by 6. Here's Craig. No points in the game yet for him. Payne with the bounce pass. Craig can't get it to go. Craig against Tate. Shot clock and game clock separated by less than 6 seconds. Shoots from the line. Another shot. It's Biyombo with the rebound. Lee outside. Three-pointer. No good on the last second attempt there. And so it's the Houston Rockets with a 6-point lead at the end of the quarter. We're shooting the ball so well in this one. A great performance from the field. It's time now to go courtside as we send you over to David Aldridge from the sideline. David, take it away.
Thanks very much, guys. With head coach Monty Williams. Coach, how do you get things going a little bit more offensively?
Well, we got to set screens. We got to get stops. If we're getting stops, we can play in transition. That opens up a lot for us.
Yeah, you guys are hard to beat when you're out and running. We'll see if that happens more. Thanks, Coach. Back to you.
All right, thank you, David. And folks, don't go away. After the break, we'll see you right back here for the start of quarter number 3.
And now, the 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Hello again, folks. Ernie Johnson here with Kenny the Jet Smith and Shaquille O'Neal. It's the NBA on 2K Sports, and let's talk the first half. Houston holding the upper hand after the first 2 quarters. They have the 6-point lead. Kenny, what's your viewpoint?
I have to applaud their offensive consistency. They're not wasting possessions or taking bad shots. That's a testament to their patience, their discipline. They're focusing on playing intelligent basketball.
And over to Shaq. What did you think about Phoenix?
Right now, they're playing well only on one end of it. All their energy has been spent on the offensive end. And that's a change. We're just going to keep giving up easy buckets, and the game's going to get away from them.
That's all for now. Say goodbye to the folks. Thanks for joining us. Third quarter, just about ready to begin.
And we're halfway through this one. Plenty of basketball left in a game that's been fairly even so far. And so it's Paul bringing it up for the Suns. They trail by 6.
And talking about a franchise that has done a complete 180, look no further than the Phoenix Suns. Before 2021, they hadn't even been to the playoffs in 10 years.
Taking a look at the Rockets. Porter Jr. is the point with Green on the wing. The post pairing for him, Smith along with Şengün. And it's Martin in at the 3 spot. Suns on offense. We've got 1:28 left in the third. Up top, Durant. Ayton trying to break free. Second shot opportunity, and that'll be 2 free throws coming up. Officials on the call with the foul.
First personal foul.
Jabari Smith picks one up.
Boy, what a nice ball fake there. Hard not to bite on that one. I mean, you have to be aggressive if you want to challenge KD's shot. And the Indies got you right where he wants you.
And the first one at the line is good. In just 4 seasons, Phoenix Greg went from last in the conference to the best record in the entire NBA. It's been an unbelievable story.
And there's a lot of talent on this team, not to mention a great coach. in Monty Williams. The future is bright for this franchise.
So he picks up just one from the line that time.
Well, you look at Durant, and it's obvious he feels like he's got so much more to prove. I mean, he's as driven a player as you'll find in this league. That's part of his greatness.
No question he got bumped on that shot.
Yeah, the officials didn't need to talk that one over. It was obvious.
If the name doesn't give it away, Clark, Kenyon Martin Jr. has basketball in his blood.
Well, Kevin, you heard me say it before. You cannot run away from the DNA. His father was a first overall draft pick and a really fun and good player to watch. You definitely see him in Kenyon Martin Jr., who is very gifted in his own right and making a nice name for himself.
Shooting two.
That one is off. Mark, let's go back to when the Rockets traded away James Harden in 2020. How has that reset gone?
I like what it looks like, Kevin. Building through the draft. I love the young talent they've been able to acquire, and they've done it with a bunch of future first-round picks in their back pocket. So they're not done. There's more to come in drafting high-quality talent.
And he can't hit the second. Now, Greg, a disappointing ending to the playoffs last season, certainly for the Phoenix Suns.
Well, came in the top seed in their conference only to make a second-round exit after a grueling Game 7. So this season might be revenge time for this group.
It's time now to hear from our Hall of Fame reporter, David Aldridge. What's the latest, David?
Thank you, Kevin. Well, Kevin Durant learned an important lesson at age 11. His dad cooked him one-on-one, dunking on him and talking trash. Durant started crying and he locked himself in his room, but he came to realize, what am I so mad at? It's good to be passionate, but channel it. Once you're off the court, leave it and go back to being you. Kevin?
Good advice. David, thanks.
And the intelligence. Love watching Booker operate in these situations. His decision-making has really improved over the years.
Now, here is Martin. He's gotten some minutes, but nothing on the board yet. There's the pass to Christopher. Tries again, and it's good on the layup.
Hey, guys, the D has to show a little more fight on the interior than they did on that trip.
Now here's Booker from deep three-point range. Off on that one. It's still anybody's game as we've reached the end of three. Rockets lead by 3. We're going to step aside for just a second, but join us right back here for the start of the fourth quarter. Next. Here now a chance to show you our assist of the game, and it's presented as always by State Farm.
Yeah, a terrific, unselfish play right here. Set up his teammate, and how about the setup this was?
Yeah, and as a two-guard, he's typically not a reluctant shooter, so it was really nice to see him orchestrating for a teammate instead.
We're headed into
And I know I speak for all of us when I say I can't wait to see what kind of finish awaits us here in the fourth quarter. Ball and Booker, the talented backcourt pair. Durant is out there with DeAndre Ayton. And it's Okogie in at the small forward position. So that's the lineup on the floor for the Suns. Now here is Smith. On the wing, Green. 6 on the shot clock. Fades and shoots. That one doesn't drop. Now the Suns take it the other way. Durant with it. Now guarded by Porter. Passes it to Ayton. Over Şengün. Green with the rebound.
Not sure what the D was doing there. Clearly a breakdown. You can ill afford to give a guy like him that good look.
Pass to Şengün. Up top corner, defended by Paul. They get the rebound, and the dunk by Smith.
And when he's on the floor, offensive rebounding is always going to be a strength for them.
Greg, he keeps so many possessions alive, doesn't he?
And you know, those second chance opportunities can be game changers. He represents so much value to this team because of what he does.
Booker, no good.
That is some tough defense there against one of the better finishers in our game.
Controls the rebound and puts it back up and in.
Phoenix, timeout.
And the Rockets lead by 7.
Relentless in their approach, even with the game firmly in hand.
And, you know, until that final buzzer sounds, I mean, you've got to treat every possession like it's crucial.
And the Suns call time here. They trail by 7. There's 42 seconds left in the game.
All right, Suns fans, here come your Suns dancers. That's right, Suns fans. Time to make some noise for your Suns dancers.
And now we present our New Balance player of the game.
You know, honestly, I'm a bit in shock. I mean, he couldn't miss. Just look at this stat line. You got to really see it to believe it. Complete confidence and all-out effort from him. And, you know, he made sure this was his night in spades.
If he could only contribute like this for them every night, you can't overstate how much better it makes this team when he has a game like this. And on the road, no less. Here's Houston now. Here in the fourth quarter, their defense has been very strong, allowing no baskets. On the wing, Green. Back to Martin. Here's Şengün, and it's good with time running down on the shot clock. Şengün's got the lead up to 9 now for the Rockets. Pass to Okogie. And here's Booker from the arc. So we see the Rockets get the win here. And in the win, a comfortable win in what was, I think, a pretty hostile environment.
It really was. You know, it's never going to be easy on the road, but they didn't have too many problems with that tonight.
And that's going to do it tonight, folks, for our broadcast.